I don't like the position we've been put in.
Why?
Because something shocking has just happened.
Really?
Just blew my mind.
I think you need to see a doctor.
I am the doctor. You know what? Just play the intro. Hello guys, it's Two Latin Brothers Podcast, also known as T.L.B.P. I'm Victor.
And I'm Adrian.
And my brother was questioning why I took such a long pause before the song.
That's not really it. Look, here's the
thing. I took an almost like it made it awkward.
They won't know.
I know.
It's gonna be removed in post.
And I'm telling you guys, my brother was like looking at me like, you've made this uncomfortable. Because I just waited for that silence and I liked it. So I just kept it for a long time.
I think we should address something. We were supposed to have a guest this week.
Yeah. This is the first time.
For you.
For me, not to have a guest.
Yeah, mine happened last year.
Yeah.
At the end of the year. But that was like circumstantial and like it got really complicated. Anyway, but in your case, what was the joke you've been making?
He's dead in a ditch.
He's dead in a ditch.
No, that's like my default death space. You know, like
when they leave you on red.
When they leave me on red, I'm like, that's it. They died. They were left in a ditch. That's like my go-to death spot. Where else would you leave a dead body?
Okay, look. So for starters, I think we should address the fact that like
he's not dead.
I mean,
whoever the guest was going to be.
Hopefully, he's not.
No, he's not. I know he's not.
I mean, that reminds me, I gotta text my guest for next week.
Make sure they're not in a ditch.
I mean, because we had already talked about it and we agreed to do it, but like, it's more like if they, the time, like we selected a week, but we never addressed the time.
Yeah, for all like those listeners who just like it when we have a guest, they're just like, oh my gosh, they have another guest, this is great. Sorry. You have our sucky selves.
I know, you're going to hear our voices for 3 weeks straight.
I know.
It's just our voices.
It's annoying. Wait, 3 weeks straight?
Yeah, because last week it was just me and you. This week it's just me and you. And next week it'll be just me and you to fix the balance. So next week it'll be the guest.
Why not have a guest next week?
So then have a guest 2 weeks back to back?
Yeah.
So you're going to get a guest for next week?
No.
Because my guest is until the following week.
Okay, so fine. We won't have a guest for 3 weeks.
See what this guest
I'm depressed.
See what this guest has done to us. It's thrown off the whole cycle.
You know what? Exile. We're exiling this person.
Look, I just think I think it's important to understand that we are under a lot of pressure
to get guests.
No, it's not that it's a pressure. It's more like it's hard to coordinate with people.
Yeah.
When they leave you on red.
Yeah. They're just like, yeah. And that was it. That's like straight up all it was.
And like the thing too is like they agree to it and then they just don't follow through.
Yeah.
It's like, why? Why would you even agree to it if you can't follow through?
I know. Like, if you know yourself and you can't be there, just say
But then again, there have been those people like that we've done it so last minute.
Yeah.
Like Brennan's a good example.
Brennan was an amazing example.
The first episode with Brennan was insane. Like that was so time crunched. Like it was crazy.
It was a magical time.
I literally walked in through the door and we hit record.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even breathe. I was like, I just got here, setting up my laptop, put out the mic, like just plug everything in, like let's do this.
Yeah.
We sat down, we recorded, and Brent was just like, who even is this guy?
Yeah. He was like, I've never met this guy before in my life.
Right. So we went from there and then we recorded and it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
And then afterwards we had him on again.
Yeah.
Well, that was great. Honestly.
That was gold.
Yeah.
Like quarantine is just for the aliens to fight the government.
Yeah, that's what we concluded.
That was what we concluded. That was a great episode. Go check it out. Honestly, that was great.
But that was a couple of weeks ago. But like either than that, I think we need to work on how we approach people.
Okay.
Because clearly not everybody gets. Like I think we should record a week prior to them being on.
A week prior to them being on.
That way, if they can't be on, we still have a week of slack
to get somebody else to come.
Exactly.
But then you don't have them within a week's time.
No, but then you can get some other person.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So
it saves us.
So everybody who thinks they're required, they're initially our first person.
Should I just call a random?
But they could be our fourth to fifth person.
Yeah. We should have an episode where we just call people.
See, in my case, I love that I can just drop a text and be like, "Hey, you want to like?"
Yeah.
I'm just like that. That's the beauty of like being an adult,
Yeah.
right? Because like now you're an adult and now you have to be like accountable for your decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, not like as a teenager you're not. You should be, and if you're not, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. Clearly something's up. But when you're an adult, things are a little bit more different. And when you say you're going to do something, it's kind of written in stone.
Yeah.
There's a guy.
I mean, there's always those people, but like, you know.
I mean, but they ain't got their life together. But they'll see like, you know, chiseling in like a rock, carving it out. They're like, he said, he's gonna do it. Okay, let's chisel this in. It'll be forever put in time.
Yeah.
But
what were we talking about?
People who can't be accountable.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This whole episode's about our guests. We're bashing our guests.
We're bashing our guests who couldn't make it. You know, welcome to Blackmail. This is it. This is where we come and we talk about everybody's like. I can't even say what I wanted to say.
Everyone who's ever wronged us.
Everyone who's ever wronged us. This is what this is about. You know, we're gonna call up a few friends right now. I'm just joking, honestly, but we should do that one day.
Just call out people.
Just call out people. Just like literally call them while recording. I can't speak.
Call them while recording.
Call them while recording, and then just be like, "Hello, welcome to Blackmail. So I'm gonna tell you everything you've ever done that's wronged me, and then I will roast you." And destroy your life.
I don't think we can do that.
No, we can't do that. I don't even think that's legal.
I feel like we'd get in a lot of trouble. Also, I feel like that would be verbal abuse as well.
Also, I'd have no friends after.
I mean, maybe if like this really picks off, you know, like
maybe one day, you know, when I'm rich and I can just buy my friends and be a loner and be a loser, you know,
buy my friends. Who buys friends?
Literally no one. Well, I mean, rich people sometimes, but like. It's not like, really like they're buying friends. It's more like they're being friends with them because they're rich.
You think it's like those people who like their best friend's their butler?
Yeah.
They're like
Batman Bruce Wayne.
I mean,
you know,
literally
with
bought
Alfred.
That,
you know,
literally bought that friend because he's on his payroll.
Yeah, literally bought.
It's time to be alive. But here's the thing. I mean, I get it. Stuff happens. You know, life kind of gets
life hits you hard.
Life hits you hard, and sometimes life doesn't hit you at all. Sometimes you're just, you know. Imagine our guest right now was like just gaming.
Oh, I'd be so mad right now. I know where he lives, so I could literally just like.
We can't go to his house. We're under quarantine.
I mean, that rule's lifted today.
That's right. Mall's open today.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends on where you are, but for us, malls finally opened. I mean, limited number of people allowed inside said mall. Yeah. But the malls have opened. Yeah. So that's nice.
I still don't want to go to the mall though.
Yeah, I still want to.
Like, I feel like that's a prison of COVID. You know, it's just like a bunch of people walking around. You don't know who has it.
Well, here's the thing. Like the way that they've designed it is they've removed all like the sitting areas. Like you can't. Like you can't hang out at the mall anymore.
I mean, I could always take a foldable chair on my back.
Why would you do
and
that?
Just lounge.
I don't know about that.
I mean. That'd be a great YouTube video. See what the security guard does. You know, just like set up a chair. Somebody's carrying like a bag, and it's just like it's an unfoldable table. You just sit there playing a game of poker or something. I don't know.
Anyway, imagine this morning we went on a walk.
We went on a walk.
Yeah, we were gone for like 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours.
We went on a walk like 2 days ago too.
I don't even remember.
Okay. Anyway, but this time around we went really far, but it was so windy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was really like it sounded like, you know, like when it's windy and it sounds like there's like a storm coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so picture that wind, but like barely any clouds in the sky. Mm-hmm. That's what it was like. So I was like, where are like thunder clouds at? Like
it was just really windy. It was sunny, but it was windy, so it kind of like sucked, but didn't, because it kept you fresh.
I think it depends on like. I mean, like it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good
walk.
Like
when we were finally getting home, like the time, it was like that high sun hour, so like.
It was like 12.
Yeah, so. The highest point of the sun, so.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's odd going for walks because, like, you know, there's people and you're like, oh, get away.
Yeah, like people just drift away.
Yeah, we're like, I'm gonna go this way, you go that way, okay? Like, don't.
Like, it's just like this whole eye contact speech thing that we've developed. It's just like you just look somebody quit real fast and they're like, okay, I'll move to the side. You know, but it's kind of funny because like most like facial gestures are with like all the face, You know, like, there's, like, the certain, like, grunts people can, like, make with their face. But when you're wearing a mask, all you see is the eyes. So if you're trying to give, like, the like, wide open, like, broad face, all they see is a person who's potentially wearing contacts. Like,
wide-eyed.
Wide-eyed people. Like,
I mean...
Not to, like, offend anybody, you know. But, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, there's also, like, the whole, like, people will, like, say, like, good morning or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll actually talk to you, and you're like, what?
Don't talk to me. Go away.
I'm like, don't talk in my direction. Like, what? Like
you're sending the particles.
You know, like, or like, I love those people who are like, they'll just smile at you. And
see, those I don't mind those.
But they smile and they don't like show their teeth. They just go like they smile with their mouth closed.
I love how you just showed me, but they can't see that.
I know.
It's a smile without emotion. I just think the person's truly dead inside if you're not smiling with your teeth.
Well, no, I think it's more like,
or you just were never taught to smile right. Because when you're little and you're taking a picture, show your teeth. I don't know why that was a thing. Well, in our family.
Anyway.
That was almost a rant. No, that was a rant.
What were we saying? I don't even know where this is going.
We were talking about smiling, how people smile.
So because we don't have a guest, we're going to keep this nice and short. We're going to wrap up right now.
Welcome to Blackmail, where we end everything. We cut it short.
No, I think... we're gonna call it He Stood Us Up.
Yeah, he stood us up. What a guy. You know what?
Send him the link.
You know what I should do?
What?
I should send a message to his girlfriend and have her on next week. And then we can talk about how he stood us up and if he's ever stood her up, and then call him well on the podcast and then call it blackmail.
This seems like way too much work to begin with.
I like the idea, though.
It's way too much work.
I can make it happen.
Also, how are you going to call him up? The guy doesn't know how to use his phone clearly. He keeps leaving people on red.
That's a choice. I'm sure of it.
Oh, no, we get her to call on
Yeah, we get her to call. So he's like, oh, it's just my girlfriend, right?
Yeah,
but picks up, and it's me.
Yo, what up? You'd be like, dude, how'd you get this number?
How'd you get this number? And why are you calling from her phone? I'm gonna be like, oh, I could pull some like deep stuff on him now. Like, now that I'm thinking about it.
Just messing with our guest.
With our guest. Oh, the dreams. Oh, it's amazing. I'm having like this whole fantasy of how I could ruin his life.
You need to calm down.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
I think
well, this is where we're going to end it, and I'm not going to let my brother finish that. Well, guys, it's been to Latin Brothers Podcast.
No, we're not wrapping up yet.
But it's only been like 12, 13 minutes.
I know, that's the shortest episode we've ever done.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should upload a second.
Why? Why?
Just 1 second, and see how many plays that 1 second
gets.
It's
like a, you just go hi.
No, it's hi, bye. That's it. Or it should be like, one steamboat. just like, or one Mississippi, and then just cut. That's the whole episode. Or you could do like the actual podcast being 1 second.
I still
and
want
then just put the song.
I still want us to do the solo monologue episode
where I'm in the closet.
Yeah.
You know, people are gonna be like, when he's in the closet. All like the first time listeners are gonna be like, when he's in the closet, what do you mean?
Okay.
I mean.
Okay, so look, I pitched this idea a couple of weeks ago where, I was telling Victor that we should do like a solo episode where he does like an episode by himself and then I do an episode by myself just to see like what would happen.
Yeah.
But like we wouldn't do them like really long. It'd be like a 20-minute episode where you just talk.
Yeah. But like, what would we talk about?
Whatever you want to talk about.
See, but I was saying how I would just put myself in a closet all alone in the dark. And then just, like, you know how, like, people who are kind of crazy just rock back and forth? I'd be that person just in the corner of my closet, rocking back and forth, talking to you guys. I'd be like, so I'm in the dark now. This is pretty fun. I don't know what to talk about, but, you know, this is happening. That's exactly how it started. Watch me not start it at all like that. I'll just be like, what up, guys? Or I'd just get so bored I'd do an ASMR.
Okay, whatever you end up doing, I think we should do it.
You think we should do it?
Yeah, we'll do it in like August or July.
Sure.
We'll
you know what? I'll take you guys on a journey. We're gonna make it a video. We're gonna find a way to make this work. You know, it's gonna be crazy.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
You know what? I'll make it like a audiobook for you guys. I'll be like explaining everything.
You're gonna read like a chapter from.
I'm gonna read a chapter from a book I love called Lord of the Rings.
Read the first chapter where you find out that Pippin actually left with Frodo and Sam.
Yeah.
When they first left the Shire,
and then realize they did the whole movie wrong.
Also, Frodo was moving from the Shire to a different place.
Yeah.
He's leaving from Bag End to another place, but that's not in the movie. And
Why would
Merry was already there because
Yeah.
he helped him move.
Yeah.
And then Frodo and Sam and Pippin.
Yeah,
were like,
they messed up, but it was okay because it all worked out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying. I think I should point out.
People who are listening to this are just like, how long is it going to be saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I sound so dead when I'm saying that. Like, it's beyond. Like, when I'm on a phone call with people, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, why do you sound like you just got hit in the stomach? And you're like, you know what I'm saying?
Look, there are a lot of.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I was gonna say how there's a lot of things.
A lot of people just left because I've been saying, you know what I'm saying?
There are a lot of things that you do like that are fairly annoying.
No, I know.
But
that's why my 20-minute episode will be the greatest. It'll be the most glorious. You know what? I think I might try to break a Guinness World Record with that one. Just the longest. What is the longest ongoing podcast? Like the longest continuous episode?
It's probably like live streamed and it was like
still going to this day.
24 hours.
Does that mean I have to go for 25 hours to make it difficult for the next person?
I don't know. I feel like there's also like a limit of how far you can go. Like I don't actually know.
Neither do I.
Let me Google it.
He's gonna Google it now, and it's gonna be so like amazing because we're gonna find out. And then we're going to not do it because it's probably going to be too long. And it probably has to be live streamed.
Yeah.
Which also means we have to keep it clean the entire time.
So it's actually like an episode of like another podcast where it's called The Longest Podcast.
Don't give them like...
Anyway, it was 36 hours.
36 hours? Well, like, was that like a live stream or was it... It was a live stream.
I think so. The guy didn't sleep for 36 hours straight. Like, he was just awake. So we'd have to go for
37 hours.
Or 48 hours. That way it's a real challenge. You do 2 days.
Oh my gosh. What's wrong with you? Why would you want to... Oh, that's so long. You know what? We're going for 72 hours max.
No, that's insanity.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it maybe in the summer. We'll get some person to like be on like from the Guinness World Record to like be on our live stream the entire time. It's gonna suck for them, but you know we're gonna have content, ongoing content. It's gonna be me gaming the entire time. You know, just voicing everything I'm doing. I'm like, I got the sniper move up. That's literally gonna be the whole thing. The whole episode
I think
will be an audio version of gameplay.
Imagine.
Be ready.
That'd be so dumb.
It'd be so messed up. Imagine trying to play a game of COD like that. But like, you know, like a serious game of COD. It'd be like it's so insane. I'd be like rapping what I'm doing.
I'm shooting a guy from the left side. There's a guy to my right. I'm shooting him now. I just got a headshot, 360 no scope. Coming down from left side. There's a building. I'm jumping off the building now. I'm going down over the railing.
I just hire an auctioneer to say everything I'm doing, so that way it goes fast paced. So that way you get that fast gameplay.
You know, get one of those like those hockey guys.
I'm gonna call up Eminem and see if he's available. He can make some rhymes as we go through.
Get one of those guys who does hockey.
Yeah,
like the radio.
Oh yeah, the radio host for hockey. Yeah,
who like does the pass? He goes around, spins a pass.
Like, I'm gonna get one of those guys from Hockey Night in Canada and just bring him on.
Goes crazy, like it's crazy. I think we've exerted that bit. But I don't know. The world.
There's so many ideas people could do with a podcast, but don't do it because it's so experimental that it could ruin your life. Just
what is it like? There's somebody I know who like when I was in school. Actually, one of our professors talking that when I was in school, that he knew these guys who were doing like a movie review podcast where they'd go watch a movie and then review it like a podcast. And I was like, that's great now, but like, what happens when like movies stop coming out?
What do you mean? When movies stop coming out? There's always a movie.
That's what he said. So that's what my prof said, and we were all like,
What are you talking
What
about?
are we saying right now?
Like, what happens? But what happens when the movies stop coming out? That means they just took a break right now.
But here's the thing. So apparently they were recording during like their lunch.
Yeah.
So they had to like keep it on the down low, so like they wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
But it was really funny. I was like, that's great. Like, I mean, actually, I think I told that class how I was doing a podcast or something like that. I can't remember. That's when we first started.
Yeah. So like beginning of the year, we're fresh. It was 2019.
It was crazy.
It was disgusting.
No,
I don't know what we were doing with ourselves.
No, I mean, our first few episodes are pretty like
trash.
I mean, our second episode is very different from our first episode.
Oh yeah, very different, very opinionated.
And then our third episode is just like a whole different thing.
Yeah. And
then our fourth episode,
don't even remember.
There was water everywhere. Like there were spilled cups of water.
Oh yeah, there was spilled cups of water. I had just finished an exam. I was stressed.
We took like 2 breaks in that
episode because it was so hectic. There was like arson like in the
background. No. There was a fire. It was like fire.
I'm sorry. That must have been a dream then. That was totally something else.
No, so we had one of Victor's friends on. Actually,
one of my
closest,
friends?
Your closest,
the friend.
Your closest friend on, and for the 4th episode ever of this podcast, and it was really funny because like they had just written an exam. We sat down, we recorded, and we started talking about.
We had.
I mean, I didn't write an exam.
Yeah, but like me and him had just written the exam.
That's what I said. You guys had just written an exam, so you guys got out of the exam, and then you came here and we started recording. But in the middle of the podcast, we had given him water.
And he decides to
so he's
talk.
He's talking. He's moving his hands, and he just knocks a glass of water over.
And I look like I peed myself. It was
so then, Victor. That was... So that I paused the episode, and I'm like, move everything, like all the tech stuff. I'm like, I don't want to. And then it's just like, I'm gonna go change my pants. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah.
So he leaves, and he comes back, and he's like, I'm gonna dry the water up now. And then we drop the water, and then we sit back down. And we're like, So we're back.
Yeah, that was
after like a 20-minute break.
Honestly, just go listen to the episode. You'll hear like the cut and everything.
Yeah.
I think it's time we reflect
on what?
On those times. Honestly, we should do an episode where we review one of our episodes. We're probably gonna end up giving it like a 2-star.
You want us to review an episode of our podcast?
Yeah, it'd be a full 45 minutes. Well, no, it'd be longer.
Yeah, it would be like double.
It'd be
because
double.
You like pause it right here. Look, okay, so at this moment...
At this moment is when I realized I am just...
That's what I'm saying. Like, what was I saying? What was I thinking?
I don't know. We should just wrap up. I mean, like, there's no reason for you guys to be here anymore. Literally, I can just start ranting until you leave. Just leave. Like, honestly, I don't even know why you listen to me to begin with. I'm just a guy...
You're just a guy
sitting on a bed.
They don't know that
with no life.
I mean, currently, everyone's like that.
No, there's people that are still working.
I mean, but
risking their lives.
I said most people.
There's still people.
I'm
just a guy sitting on a bed. Like
they don't need to know that you're on a bed.
I'm on a bed.
Why is it so important that you're on a bed
with pillows beside me? I could take a nap right now if I wanted.
But you're not going to.
You know what? Your 20-minute episode starts now. Good night.
You can't do that. He's not talking because he thinks he can pull off this 20-minute episode of silence. Only the others silence.
You know what, guys? We're gonna create a totally separate channel. And we're going to upload
45
minutes of silence.
This isn't a channel.
This is a channel.
No, this is like a broadcast.
We're going to make a different broadcast.
Actually,
see, because a broadcast is live.
I know. What is this? We don't have a channel.
This is a channel.
Is it a channel?
It is a channel.
It's not a channel.
I'd call this a channel.
I wouldn't call
Change the channel. Leave us. I don't dare you. Please don't leave me.
Watch this episode get like so many plays.
Watch it get so many. You know what? I'm gonna advertise it on our Instagram. I'm gonna be like, go listen to this trash, and our sister will be like, what are you doing? Why are you trash talking your own podcast? And I'll be like, you have to listen to it to get it. Yeah, can you believe it? Our own sister doesn't listen to us,
and she's been on the podcast 3 times?
Yeah,
that's great.
That's great.
Well, I mean, I get it. Like, this isn't for everybody.
No, it's not.
I mean, also, we just kind of like rant a lot.
This is a comedy podcast. This is where This is where people come and take a break from society. Unlike last episode, where all we did was talk about society, this episode is to get away.
I mean, but we talked about some really important issues.
No, I know.
That needed to be addressed.
No, yeah.
And they still technically need to be addressed.
Black Lives Matter.
But right now, I'm losing my mind.
I've lost it already.
Also, our guest wasn't here, so yeah.
You know, it's kind of hectic. We're gonna advertise this. You know what? We're gonna try to get this episode to 100 plays. Like
within the first hour.
Within the first hour, we're gonna work it. We're gonna work it crazy. We're gonna be like, yo, go play it. I'm gonna get a few people to like, you know, be like, go play it. You know, this. No, you know what? Scratch that idea. We're not doing this. We're gonna try to make this the least played episode. I want one listen, and I want that to be us.
I don't think we have a single episode that
has just like a single.
There's
play.
not a single episode.
Yeah.
Also, like, I don't think. Like, there's not even a single episode within the single digits.
Yeah, so... You know what? Let's just... You know what? I have an idea. Let's just advertise it with one story, with every single possible hashtag, and that's it. It'd just be like a disaster.
Why would you do that?
Why not? Like, because imagine, you know when you search on hashtags on Instagram, you can actually click on the circle and see the stories for that hashtag?
Yeah.
We'd be on every single one of them.
Imagine if there was a way to do that where you could like instantly like put every hashtag.
Instantly?
Yeah.
That'd be so annoying. Because a lot of people would do that for like their own promotions and stuff.
I know, but like...
But I'd be the first one in line to do it. You know, like... You know what? We're gonna do this. What's the world record for most hashtags in a story?
Why would there be a world record?
Why not? What if we just invented one? A world record! Oh my gosh, I hate you so much.
But I think there needs to be like a million things like picture a photo, right? It has to be a photo where there's like a million things going on in like one single shot.
Easy. A picture has 1 million words, which equals 1 million hashtags.
But it's
stupid.
But if it's a picture of like
you idiot. Who told you this is okay?
Look, but what if
you know that's an actual saying, right? I could literally write an essay and put a hashtag in front of each individual word.
Look, if it is a picture of like a cup of water, what are you gonna do?
Oh wait, no, isn't a picture is worth 1,000 words?
Yeah,
not 1 million.
Yeah, I think it's 1,000.
So I'd need to get a lot of pictures in that one picture. You know what? We're just gonna paint it black. No, we can't do that. It's already taken. Hashtag Black Lives Matter.
Just we already posted that.
No, I know.
Like, I was gonna post like some like repost like some of the information details for that, but then I was like, I can't remember. Something happened where I was like there was like people were telling to stop using the hashtag because it was covering up like information. So then I was like, do I remove the post? But I can't remove the post.
You can't remove the post because then you get trashed.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave the post there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was this whole thing. But I think it's important that we wrap up.
You want to wrap up?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. This hasn't been Two Latin Brothers podcast. This has been blackmailed. You know what? No, just joking. Okay, guys. This has been Two Latin Brothers podcast. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Everything's always in the description, whether it's up, down, left, or right. And make sure to email us, slide into them DMs, or go to Anchor and leave your voice there. You know, asking us a question. You know.
Well, you can. I think you can only do it through the app.
Okay, well, if you get...
Well, I think you can message
just download the app, you know? Just go down.
I mean...
Just go get it.
Yeah, I mean, we're, like, on every platform.
We're on, like, every platform. Except YouTube and SoundCloud. We're not about that life right now.
We're not about that life right now. Everybody's like, why are you on SoundCloud?
Like, we're trying to make money here, not get money taken.
Just SoundCloud charges you to upload. But anyway, that's it, right?
That's it, guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one, hopefully... with blackmail in the next episode.
What are you stop?
I want to do it so bad.
No,
I'm gonna call his girlfriend right now.
No, we're not doing it.
I'm literally just gonna like video call her right now.
No, we're not doing it.
Right now.
No.
Okay, fine, guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Bye.